Morning, YouTube. Cheers. Madam Roy back again. Hope you guys like that little intro. I just wanted to try something different. Let's see. This is April 5th, Monday, 2016. And I'm just sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee. This is actually our den, or our TV room. I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. As you guys know, I usually film my vlogs in my bedroom, but since it is so bright in here today, I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to kind of switch things up. I have a couple of announcements before I get into anything else. Number one, the food review segments on my channel are going to be getting more frequent. I have some really good ideas about what I want to do. There is going to be one coming up today, but I'm not going to spill the beans. I'm just going to tell you there is a food review coming up today. It is not going to be the review of the MREs. That's actually going to be tomorrow afternoon. I am going to do one of those tomorrow afternoon for lunch, and that is a promise to you guys. But today I have something else planned that I think you might enjoy. Let me get another sip of this delicious coffee. What I'm drinking here is the McCafe K-Cups. These are excellent. You can actually get these in any store. I buy mine in Food Line usually, and I'll show you guys what they actually look like. They just changed the packaging out on them. It says McCafe Premium Roast, 100% Arabica coffee. If you guys can kind of see that and get a little close up there. You want to get these on sale because normally these cost about $9 for a 12-pack. Our local store, at least our local store, Food Lion, tends to put these on sale about once a month, and I usually buy 2 or 3 boxes. I got these for $6.50, but sometimes they'll even be cheaper than that. Usually, when they put them on sale, they'll be right around $7, and then they have a little kiosk in front, which you scan your shopper's card. They'll give you a coupon. They'll usually give you anywhere between $1 and $1.50 extra off. So sometimes I can get these for as cheap as $4.99 for a 12-pack. I do like other K-Cups, but I am very partial to the McCafe Premium Roast. They have another one that is like their house blend. I'm not that crazy about that one. This is the one. This is the exact same coffee that you would get if you went to a McDonald's and bought breakfast there. So this is the one I would highly recommend trying. One thing to note with these, they work in both the older Keurigs and the Keurig 2.0s. As I've stated before, some K-Cups are not compatible with both. I have some K-Cups that only work well with the first version Keurig, and I have some K-Cups that only work well with the newer versions. So nice to find ones that will work with both the Keurig version 1.0 and the Keurig version 2.0. Okay, I kind of had a surprise yesterday. Mom and I were out. We went, actually, Mom, Dad, and I were out eating. Dad came home, and Mom and I went out and did some more shopping. We had to run to the thrift store and Dollar Tree. Yes, I know, going to Dollar Tree again. And when I got home, I noticed that this package was on the front table, and I'd asked my dad about it. And he said, oh, yes, somebody who knows you from YouTube dropped it off. And I'm going to go ahead and read the note here that I got with it, and I don't think this gentleman will mind. This is Joshua. His channel is Bo's Computers, Bo's Computers and Joshua's Computers. I'm going to go ahead and read the message. He says, Matt, hi, I called and talked to you about 3 weeks ago. I tried to call you back later, but you were very busy, and I have been fairly busy the past couple weeks. I wanted to give this to you for a project or a video. If you remember could you give me a shout out to my channels? They are below. Well, once again, it's Bo's Computers and Joshua's Computers, so there's your shout out. I'm making videos with Bo's Vlogs too, so that's another gentleman that I've been talking to with him as well. And he goes, P.S. Keep on making those great videos. And I was really happy to see that. This was a total surprise. He did not tell me that this was coming. And I'll go ahead and show you what it is. He said it's something that his grandfather had. This one is a SMC network card. This is kind of unusual because this actually has the Ethernet port on it, but it also has a fiber connection, which is very rare. You don't actually usually see these. This is a 10100 card, but they are kind of unusual these days. This is from the late 90s, early 2000s, and absolutely brand new. It's never been opened. And I will probably do another video on this card when I install it in a computer. I haven't decided which one I want to put it in yet. This is definitely going to go into one of my vintage computer builds. So, once again, Joshua, thank you so much. This is definitely going to come in handy. Well, I'll take another quick sip of coffee here. Just to let you guys know, the weather has improved considerably. It is very sunny out right now. As a matter of fact, there is not a cloud in the sky, though we are having some issues with wind today. I heard on the weather channel and on the our news radio, which is a local AM station, they said wind gusts could be upwards of 35, 40 miles an hour. And I believe that was the case overnight, because when I looked outside, a lot of the tree limbs had started to fall down. And the funny part is, especially in our backyard, about 2 months ago, when we had a break in the weather, Dad and I went out there and we cut down every loose tree limb that we saw. And I even did a video about it. You guys can go back and look at those. If I remember, I'll put a link to that video in this. But we thought we got them all, but I guess that wasn't the case, because I'm just looking outside now, and there are tons of little branches and tree limbs all over the ground. Now, I don't mind that, because when we do our pit fire, we need kindling like that. So what I do is I'll go back there maybe once a week. I'll go ahead and pick it all up, put it in our wood pile, and that gets off the ground, and within a couple of months, it's usually good to burn. It actually will get seasoned. It'll dry out. The wood will dry out. It'll get kind of brittle, and that's perfect. That's exactly what you want to start your fires in the morning. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my cup of coffee, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Wow. I swear, guys, this is deja vu all over again. As I've stated in some of my previous videos, I am in the process of spring cleaning. Basically going through all the closets, not only in my room, but all over the house. Try to clean out stuff, or might as well say the right word, junk that I'm never going to use again. Well, I just came across something that I have not seen since my childhood. It's this right here. This is the Bedtime Bible Story book by Jessie Lynn Hurlburt. I don't know if I spelled that right, but anyway, I sounded out kind of an interesting last name, Hurlbut, but anyway. Arranged in 365 read-aloud bedtime stories with discussion questions. The most important 10 minutes in a child's day. This is a really, really cool book, and I'm going to tell you the backstory on this. When I lived in New York, we didn't have that many places around us. I lived in an extremely rural area. It would take us 15-20 minutes to even get to a grocery store. So when we would go to church on Sundays, we would go... the name of the church was Phillipstown Assembly of God, which was in Phillipstown, New York. It was about 30 miles away. Now, the town right next to that is a town called Wappingers Falls, which is right next to a town called Poughkeepsie, which I'm sure a lot of you people have heard. In the town of Wappingers Falls, there was a mall called the Duchess Mall. And there was actually a documentary done from a group in Florida, college group in Florida did it for their video term paper. And the mall itself closed around 2001. Don't quote me, it's right around 2001. It was built in the late 1960s. It was an extremely small mall. It only had 2 anchor stores, and it had one long hallway and then a little corridor at each end. In that mall, in the mid-90s, there was one of the first dollar stores. This is before Dollar Tree ever came up to our area. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember the name of the dollar store. I think it was actually just called Dollar Store. And every Sunday, we would go to that mall. We would eat there. They had a really good diner that served excellent burgers. And they also had a really good New York-style pizza place, which served some of the best pizza I ever had. And after we finished eating, we would go ahead and visit this dollar store. And I can remember so many good things we got from there. I used to get all my RCA cords from there years ago. We used to get camera cases. And this was one of the items we got there. We actually purchased quite a few of these. What this is, it's Bible stories set up so the parents can read them to their kids in 10 minutes at night, like it said. Give you an example. The first one here is, I believe it's Noah and the Ark, or let's see. Nope, it's actually Genesis. It's the story of creation, and then it goes in sequential order with the Bible. Number 2 is Adam and Eve. Then number 3 was Cain and Abel, and then day 4 would be Enoch and Noah. And I just remember at night when I was a kid, you know, 8, 9, 10 years old, my mom would come in, and she would lay in or sit or lay next to me in bed, and we would go ahead and read this. And that is a great memory from my childhood. So suffice it to say, this book is definitely going to stay with me. And as I was scrolling through the pages, I actually found one of my original bookmarks. I actually made these when I was in middle school, and I didn't know, it doesn't have a date on it, but what we did is we had like a laminator in class, and we would make our own bookmarks. We would write our names on them, and then they would go ahead and put them through the lamination machine. As you can see, the laminate has since kind of come undone, figuring this, it's been probably 20 years since I've been in middle school, so, you know, everything gets old. But I just thought I really wanted to share that story with you, because this is a very big part of my childhood, and the reason why I still go to church even to this day. My cousin bought a bunch of these books, and so did my aunt. She gave a lot of them away to her friends, and even some of the kids at school that were Christians, she used to give these to, and they were just so fun and so knowledgeable, because it's very hard to just sit down and read the Bible to a child, especially the King James Version. It's just, I appreciate it now, but as a kid, it's very hard to understand. This is written in a language that a child will understand, yet they will still get informed. As I pick up some other things that I find in the closets when I'm cleaning out, I'll go ahead and share different stories with you. I just kind of wanted to add this segment because I thought it was important to not live in the past, but we never want to forget the past, because the past basically guides our future. Things that happened when you were 5, 10, 15 years old, good things will guide you to better things in the future. It'll give you, I know myself growing up in church, and I know I usually don't talk about religion on this channel, but I was just kind of moved today to discuss this. But that's why it's so important to basically teach children right from wrong. When I was younger, my parents instilled in me a very honest, very Christian upbringing. And I bring that into everything I do, whether it's my friendships, my business dealings, everything. I always bring my, I'll use the word, I always bring my Christianity with me. And it has guided me through many, many aspects of my life. And it's also helped me out through many hardships in my life. And I apologize for those of you that are interested in this particular vlog, but like I said, I was moved to go ahead and share this today, and it's just very important to me. I'm just getting an indicator on my camcorder that my battery is dying out, so I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this and took something away from it. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.